Hi, I just wanted to give you my perspective on Evan McMullin. I understand that a lot of people are upset with the choice between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. I'm one of those people that's upset about that choice. And I understand that Evan McMullin gives people, especially maybe Mormons in Utah or Mormons, another choice. But there's a lot of misconceptions that are around, and I just wanted to give you my perspective. Number one, Evan McMullin's name only is going to appear on the ballot in 11 or 12 states. Utah is one of them. You'll hear people touting Evan McMullin saying that he has ballot access in 40 states. Access is a term of art. What they're saying is that in up to 40 states, you could write in the name of Evan McMullin. And in almost every state, at least most states, you have to register as a write-in candidate, or else your write-in vote will not count. So, for instance, in Utah, if you write in Mitt Romney in this year, in 2016, your vote will not be counted because Mitt Romney did not register as a write-in candidate. Evan McMullin's name is printed on the ballot in Utah, and it'll be printed on the ballot in 11 or 12 states. I've heard various versions of that. But in the other 28 states or so, all people are saying is if you wanted to vote for Evan McMullin, that you could write in his name. What's interesting is his running mate, Ms. Finn, is her name is printed on the ballot in 0 states. Why is this? Well, when Evan McMullin finally decided to run for president about 6 weeks ago, he had to scramble to get even on the ballots that he's on. And so he put in the placeholder of his running mate. If you look at the Utah ballot, it says his running mate is Nathan Johnson. And I've seen different reports whether this person is real or whether it was just a made-up name. But Misty Finn is not on the ballot in any state, okay? And so I'm not sure why she's spending her time or money running around Utah as his running mate. And this is why. Evan McMullin, not McMuffin, not McMahon, Evan McMullin's plan is not a bad plan. And that is if he can win at least one state like Utah, he would finish third in the Electoral College. And if neither candidate, if neither Hillary nor Trump gets the magic 270 electoral votes, then the House of Representatives could pick any one of the top 3 finishers in the Electoral College. So that would be Trump, Hillary, and McMullin. So that's number one. But if that happens, and this has happened before, but not for a long time, if that happens, each state in the House of each state represented in the House of Representatives. So there'll be 50 votes cast for president. So Utah has 4 congressmen in the House. So those 4, Mia Love, Chris Stewart, Jason Chaffetz, and Rob Bishop, they would have to get together and say, okay, we're casting our vote for Evan McMullin. That's not even likely to happen in Utah. In fact, yesterday, Evan McMullin was attacking Chris Stewart and Jason Chaffetz on Twitter for saying that they were going to vote for Trump. So this guy's only strategy for winning the presidency is to win Utah, maybe one other state. I don't know what that state would be. And that the House of Representatives, if Hillary can't get 270 electoral votes, which she probably can, but that the House of Representatives then would pick him with 6 electoral votes over Trump or Hillary with 200 electoral votes each. So number one, it's a 1 in a billion strategy. So California has like 45 House members. So those 45 would get together and they could only cast 1 vote, and they would cast their vote for Hillary Clinton. Texas would probably cast their vote for Donald Trump, etc. So that's his strategy. What's even more ludicrous is by some miracle the stars aligned and Hillary didn't get 270 electoral votes, neither did Trump, and the House of Representatives picks Evan McMullin to be the president, which they wouldn't. I mean, they're not going to disregard 45 million votes for Trump or Hillary and pick Evan McMullin, who got less than 1 million votes. But if they did, then the Constitution says that the Senate, the U.S. Senate, would pick the vice president from the top 2 candidates. And so even if McMullin becomes president, which is not going to happen, the Senate would have to pick either Tim Kaine, Hillary's running mate, or Mike Pence, Trump's running mate, as the VP. So there is no no way, even there's no path for Ms. Finn to become the Vice President of the United States. So why Evan McMullin is and Misty, I mean, they were in Bountiful last night, and good for them. I mean, some people have speculated that Evan's running for Senate from Utah in 2018. Isn't going to happen. John Huntsman's going to run. Orrin Hatch will probably run again. And if Orrin Hatch doesn't run, you're going to have a lot of big names. Evan McMullin, I don't know a darn thing about him. I don't know a single person who had ever heard of him before 6 or 8 weeks ago. And he hasn't been vetted. He may be the greatest guy in the world. I don't know. I know he's worked for the CIA. I know he's worked for Goldman Sachs. I know he worked for some congressional House committee. And I know he's a 40-year-old Mormon who's never been married and reportedly doesn't even date. So, if you say, like many people, and I can relate to this, I can't vote for Hillary, I can't vote for Trump, so I'll do a protest vote for Evan McMullin. I think that's fine. But I think if you're going to vote for McMullin, you need to know he has zero chance of becoming the next president of the United States.